other side. Da-na-na-na, with you again. Alright. Hello, 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 hello. Alright, so this week, that will be the second week of July. I'm not saying you cannot read or anything like that, but yeah, this will be the second week of July. Did about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so the majority of the trades were long, quick in and outs. Gave some room to winners, or not really. Actually, I'm still working on going long. As you can see, KIDZ, this one had a history of running, so I decided to go long. Got some shares here, pre-market, added more, got out on failed breakout, previous high break up. I mean, this breakout right here at about 120, so got out because of market open. Still, it's kind of hard for me to keep a position open at market open because anything can happen at market open. That's why. But I definitely need to get some more data on breakouts. I'm usually playing them at least at this time. So KIDZ, I played it after this level right here at, what is it, 108. Is it 108? Yeah. As you can see here, it broke 108, but it didn't fall, right? It came right back. So that's the reason I decided to go in, because this looked like a good support area, and it reversed right here. That's the reason I decided to go long, and I made about not much, only I guess I took 1,000 shares here, 1,000 more here, sold right before the market opened, made about $60. Could have, should have, would have made more if I did hold on the position, but I did not do that. So I mean, it is what it is, right? Alright, the next one is CRRO. On this one I did go short, as you can see right here. Not the best strategy, because I was kind of, no resistance, nothing, and I still decided to go short on this one. I guess the only resistance place on CRRO was the $10 level, right? A round number 10. Alright, let me try be short on that. The stock was up from 3 to 10, so it was up a lot, but I did made this same mistake before. The stock goes up, it has this consolidation day, right? And then I go short. That doesn't work. When that happens, I should think on going long from now on, I think. Well, the good part is that I didn't lose that much money. I did go in twice, in out and in and out, like twice. Lost in total about $130. No big deal, right? And I guess it was a good lesson overall. The main lesson will be consolidation day, don't go short. You have all these right here, all this resistance, and there is no support basically. Of course, in this case 10 was the support, but look at this beauty. It broke 10, it came back right at 10, and it continued. For the next one, maybe I should deep buy at 10 at the breakout level and wait for this beautiful run from 10 all the way to 15. So yeah, good looking trade, I mean good looking chart. Not the best executions on my end. All right, next one, BATL. So you can see many in and outs on this one. I did 4 trades on this one, all long. For some reason I decided to go long on this chart, and that's because of why did I decide to go long on this one? Oh, because it was up not that much, and BATL actually has a history of big runs, that being the reason why I decided to go long on this one. Give me 1 second, let me show you that. Boom, right here, BATL. Right here, you see it did go all the way from 3 to 30, right? So I'm like, oh, it has, I mean, just because it did a long time ago, it doesn't mean that I should just go long. And this guy didn't even have a good catalyst for me to go long. So I think this was a mistake on my end, going long on a chart without a catalyst, right? But why did I go long? Oh, first position, first in was right here for a breakout. It didn't happen. Added more. You had this raising support. So as you did see it before, it failed support, and then it turned around. Well, on this one, I didn't wait for that. As when it broke support, the raising, right, the higher levels of support, I decided to get in. It didn't happen. Got out. That's good, because it did go a little lower. But then quick in and out, in right here, out there, small profits along the way. Made some money here, lost some money here, made some more money here. This was a trade out of boredom, I think, because there was no real reason for me to go in on this one. Especially you have resistance right here at 260, or maybe it's just me giving chances around stocks. Maybe it will break out. Maybe that's my strategy. Believing in worthless companies. I don't know, but yeah, I'm not saying this one is worthless, but it kind of is worth less than it was before, right? Here was worth more at 27 a share, but that's not the point. Let's go back. Stocks will have these kind of spikes and then go back to their previous price, especially BATL. You can see it along the way. It had one here, it had another one here, it had another one here. Stocks will do that. So just because it had this little spike, that doesn't mean that that's it. I should buy it. Even before that huge spike, I mean, it still had spikes from 1 to 4, and then another one from 1 to 7. It has a history of doing that. So that was one of the reasons, I guess, why I decided to give it a try. Maybe it's gonna work, maybe not. Yeah, it's just trading out of boredom. Well, the good reason is that I only lost $40 on this one, on BATL. So it's not that bad, right? lost money here, made some here, lost overall, lost 40. Not too bad. All right, the next one is let's go CLRO again. The one I shorted at 10. Now I shorted it again, but this time at 14. You can see it right here. It had this beautiful previous day run, I guess, dropping a lot of shorts, and then pre-market actually, for some reason, I did observe that many companies, I'm not saying all of them, I'm gonna give you a little secret, alright? If you're watching, if you're not, then I get you're missing out. But at 7 a.m. there's a little spike, and that's exactly what I did on this one. I did put a pre-order, right, at like 6:45 or something like that, right below this resistance level, right here, right below 1410. The order was for only 50 shares, all right, because I didn't know what the stock will do. So, and the resistance wasn't really defined in the, it's not really defined in the chart. It has some resistance here, it has more here, it has, I mean, it's all the way like from, let's go on, 1 second, let's go. So right here, we're gonna go here. So CLRO, so I can show you better, right? I think I may be on something. So yeah, the resistance is like, it could be anywhere, right, in the chart. It could be anywhere from 13 all the way to 16. So my total position, I think, was maybe for maybe 100, maybe it's 100 shares, but I didn't want to go all in at the beginning, because I thought it could go a little higher, right? It could go all the way to 1560. I had another order waiting to be filled, I think at about like 14 something. It didn't get there, so I just let it run like that, and I covered again before the market opened, because that's what I do. I just covered before the market opened. And there's another trade. I would have made more money if I didn't cut losses. I mean, if I didn't cut the trade before market open. So yeah, this one overall was a good, the chart was good. It had this beautiful spike, dropping some shorts, I think, maybe not, I don't know. And then I got in. It was a really great execution, like basically right on top, and then it faded, coming down. Would have made more money if I didn't sell before the market opened, but if I didn't cover, not sell, did kind of sell here, but if I didn't cover, that's something I have to work on. Well, overall on this one, made only $80 because the position wasn't that big. Percentage wise, I made about 12% on this one, so that's good. All right, we're gonna go to the next one. Next one is RKTO. All right, on RKTO, 3 trades, long trades, one at market open. This one had actually a catalyst, something about SpaceX, right? So, and it was, I think, low float. Let me see the float. Actually, the float wasn't that low. It was about 21 million, but 21 million at $1 is 21 million market cap. So, kind of a low market cap. So this is one of the charts where you are wrong but you still make money, right? And this is what I did on this one. I had this drop at market open right on 108 resistance on the way up. I bought. It didn't really break out, so I sold, right? Then quick in and out after failed breakout, in, out, because it didn't show me strength, right? Then it had, oh, and also it was right about the next breakout level, right? That's the reason why I got back in. Then it had the next failed drop, and also that, slash, uh, kind of a support area, I would say. So on the way up, all right, I'm gonna ride the chart, right? So I got in. It didn't break out. It kind of did go sideways, so I sold, and right after I sold, boom, it came down even lower. So this maybe is more of a luck trade. As we had this higher lows which broke, so I decided to get out of the trade at the right place, I guess. But yeah, another tried long, which didn't really work. But overall, look, it doesn't matter if it works or not. Still made about 220 on this one, so yeah, not bad. That's the overall chart on that one. Kind of a fading company, fading chart, fading price on this one. But SpaceX news is not something you should not pay attention to. So it didn't happen, all right. Didn't happen. I still think I may be on the right side, right? Because it did have the news, good news. So yeah, maybe not good news, but sometimes all it takes is just a really good company in the title. And in this case, in the title was SpaceX AI, API, or whatever that is. But sometimes that's all it takes. So that's the reason I was really trying to give it another try. All right, let me try again, right? 3 times, all right, that didn't work out. And there was no reason here to get back in. All right, next one. Oh, this one, it's quick in and out. Oh, another long, all right. Another long RPGL. Again, as you can see, it broke out, right? Right here. It broke out under this support. So I decided to get in after kind of a failed, and also, yeah, for a run. It kind of did go a little higher, but and also this one, also it had some news about Nasdaq minimum bid price limited, saying that they regain compliance with Nasdaq minimum bid price requirement. Sometimes that works. I think I did see stocks running on this kind of news before. So, but this one, I think, so the difference between this one and this one is that this one is kind of on the first run, right? It had the power here, and it didn't. I just waiting for a second power play. I'll call it that because I'm not sure how to call it, but this one was already after the second power play, which didn't really work. It had one power play here. The second one was at market open, and I kind of tried to play it for a third power play, if we can call it that, but it didn't work, and maybe that's not something I should pay attention to in the future. Maybe, not sure about that. Of course, data should tell me that. So yeah, but I was quick in, quick out. It didn't go. It didn't show me strength. So, and then also look at this raising, right? It's the same thing I did. I bought on the breakout of that higher lows support, because it came down but it didn't fall. It kind of holded for a minute or so. So I decided to get in, and it had a failed try to break out. It didn't happen, so I got out. Yeah, that's kind of my thing now, waiting for that level to fail, and if I see that level holding, then I'm getting in. But if I don't see power, then I'm out right away. And that one was for basically $0 win. I mean, I got in and out at the same price level. All right, next one, which was, oh, this one overall. Yeah, it's crazy. Had a big run. When was that? It doesn't matter. All we care is about this day right here, which didn't work out. All right, next one is GMM. Another short. And this one, same thing actually. Actually, same thing. This one I got in and out. Okay, so first of all, it had this previous day after hours spike run, and then it had another 1, 2, and if we want to call that, it was another 3 runs before market open. And it had, so the first time I did get in the position was on this right here. See this little, let me go even closer so you can see better. This try to break this level right here, to break 6. It tried, it didn't really work, and it came right back. So I did add to my full position, I think, which was 200 shares right here, and my risk was actually 6. As soon as it broke 6, I sold half of the position, and when it failed to really break out, like right here on the next, I added on the way down those 100 shares. I added them back, and you can see it on the chart, like right here. It's two in positions, each for 100 shares, and as soon as it broke 6, I didn't even waited for the stock to break the previous high just made. I was still risking 6, and as soon as it broke 6, I sold. Actually, I was trying to sell the whole position, but I didn't put in the trading app. I didn't put the full position. It was still on the 100 shares, because I had 2 positions right here of 100 shares. So 100 shares were still that was the position in the order box, right? And as soon as it broke, I was trying to sell this whole position, but I only sold 100 shares. I mean, all right, not sold. What I mean by that, I covered, because this is a short position. So I covered the position, thinking it's a full position. It wasn't. And then as when it failed, so keep going, I added those 100 shares right back, which should have been 200 shares. Got 200 shares here, back in, and it had this drop again. Could have, should have, would have make more money if I actually, maybe I should have added more to the position, since it was it had all this resistance, right? I'm gonna go to the chart. It had all this resistance right here, all this resistance. So yeah, maybe I should have add, but, and it was up from 180 to 7, about 7, from like 2 to 7. Definitely something I should look at after. And you can see all these lines around, looking at higher lows basically. And yeah, that is something I should look at in the future. All right, and I'm not sure if I said that already or not, but this run was on no news, and look at that, it had this support level, a resistance level. I mean, my bad, resistance level in the same spot, and it was up on no catalyst. Just said that. Yeah, definitely. I think I should give more time to this kind of stocks. So that's the whole week. I think I said that already, but I'm gonna say it again. Over the whole week, I made about, look, it's another green week, which is good, and I made about $300 doing 13 trades, quick in and outs on the long side, not that many in and outs on the short side, but 13 trades for $300. And the previous week, actually, I did what? I did only 5 trades. Only made about $200 previous week. Okay. Week before that, yeah, I'm making about $300 a week. Not much, but percentage-wise, this week was 18%, which is good. Percentage-wise, it's always good. I think like all my weeks, I'm not sure, but I think all my weeks until now, for the year actually, percentage-wise, are on the positive side. At the beginning of the year, I had some bad trades, some bad weeks, even months, where I lost money. But percentage-wise, I was on the positive side, and that was because I had bigger positions when losing money and smaller positions when winning money. Yeah, and it looks like now I did somehow fix that, even though, I mean, yeah, it looks like I did fix that, so that's good. All right, well, thanks for watching, even though I don't think there's anybody watching, but maybe I'll watch later in the future, I don't know. Thanks for watching, and leave a comment or be that first subscriber. I don't need that. No, I don't need that. You don't have to subscribe. Just go and close your YouTube and start working do something. I really like trading a book or something. Get better. Or let me know what I should do better. Or if you have a question,